there are agendas right there. We're just gonna finish this shop small guide, whatever we have left to talk about, and then we'll go on to new stuff. It looks like everything in this document is done, which is amazing. And basically, Dante and I talked about, I don't know who's the most tech savvy in here, but that person meeting with him, I feel like it's gonna fall on me, but that's fine. And we load it onto a landing page so we can get QR codes that go to that page. And we talked last time about organizing a like shop small guide by corridor, and then within the corridor, it would say the type of business, so like beauty and barber, and then alphabetically, rent bar, food and bar, and then alphabetically. So does that still work for everybody? Okay, cool. So we have Flatbush, Rogers, Kingston, Schenectady, Troy, Utica, Nostrand, but we do not have Albany. We could always add it later and then just post what we have now and like get QR codes.
That would be just an improvement. We added
Yeah.
a new corridor.
Better than,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so like that's on you
So basically-
like a phone book or like something like for tourism. What's
Yeah.
the name? It's
So it's like a
like a booklet something.
Well,
For
we
input, for
had
example.
so much information that we didn't know if it would fit in a booklet, so now
Yeah, the
we have
QR,
like
yeah, that you click more.
so maybe we can put like stacks of them in businesses that say like, shop your local CB9.
I mean, why don't you do that? Like, do a summary, do the SB9, and then you do by field, what we're selling, like a barber, or like a supermarket, and then you do like the like presentation group, page 1, page 2, and then you put everything on QR. Because QR is just like over
Right.
information.
So right now we have this huge document with like pages of Flatbush, Utica, all the corridors are on here. And it's all categorized by food, and it's already done. We
Yeah,
already did all this work
yeah,
over the last
yes,
couple
so-
months, yeah.
That's nice.
So basically, we just need to load it onto a landing page, and Dante and I can do that,
Well, I mean,
unless somebody else wants to do
that's
it.
because
that way.
I'm, you know, all ears, like I was reading through the minutes and
Yeah.
I'm, you know, listening and catching up. But I don't know if you've gone through everything you need, but if, you know, just from what I've heard so far, I have experience. Now, I'm not a designer, but I have experience
Okay.
creating landing pages.
Great.
So, but, you know, but I don't know if there's
Do you
some
have
other
any
stuff.
time?
What I was gonna say, yeah, what's the, is that like the biggest thing you want
Yeah,
help
well,
with,
we
or-
just basically need to like sit down for like an hour, like
Mhm.
somebody with Dante to like funnel this info
Yeah,
and
you
show
can
him how we
put
want
it
to
like
do
Excel,
it.
you just organize
So
by.
we have it in an
Excel.
Excel file
Yeah,
already.
yeah, I think you just categorize by free and just put it in for today, right? And then by alphabet code
Right,
also.
but it's actually doing the work.
Yeah, right. Like, so I would you want me to create the landing page, right?
you?
Yeah, I
Yeah?
can do that.
Okay, great.
But, okay, back to by
Yeah.
when, just for skip.
Well, I mean, the sooner the
The
better.
sooner the
Like,
better, okay.
today's Tuesday or Monday, so like, you know, we need to have it like, so people can see it before Christmas.
Before
This is
Christmas.
For Christmas.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
okay,
the
so-
work is already done.
Yeah, if you want to just
Really?
like source.
What is the, and I guess, how's QR codes are gonna be placed in businesses and where else, I guess, like, what's the
Anywhere.
marketing?
Everywhere.
And I guess you're trying to get it out before Christmas for Christmas
Just for
shopping
like a
or-
little boost before Christmas.
Okay.
If people are, because it seems like every year people are looking for a guide and no one can ever
for sure,
find
yeah,
one.
yeah.
Mhm.
So at least we can be like, we have one, here it is, and then we can update it as we need, because this will be a living document.
Mhm.
But we need to get it from the Excel doc to a landing page.
Mhm.
And
Okay, and then let me ask, who do I connect to for like, funding, you know, like the landing page? to talk through that, I guess, like, is Dante my point
Yeah.
person for that?
Yeah.
Okay, okay,
So it's either you or me talking to him about it,
okay,
or finishing this with him.
right, okay. So what I can do, I need at least end of day Monday, I need at least a week.
Okay, so why don't you, me, and Dante get on an email together?
Okay.
And then we can like work out all the details and I can help you as much as I can help you.
I mean, cause I've experienced, you know, like creating landing pages through Squarespace, through, what is the one that people love,
I
Canva?
think he, has something that's already like set up
Set up, okay.
constant contact maybe,
Mhm, mhm.
or,
Okay, so yeah, between whatever, you know, but just so you know, like I'm comfortable, especially with those two, and should be able to like
okay.
put it together, and you
Okay.
know, whether it's, Squarespace
He
would,
wasn't
like look better and more professional.
Okay.
You know, because just the way that it's set up, you know, but I could work with Canva too. Canva may be more of the free one.
Yeah.
Squarespace is still minimal cost,
Okay.
you know. So
Okay,
yeah,
let me find out.
yeah, yeah,
We
but
can all just-
but yeah, like end of day Monday.
Okay,
If you give me the whatever you
Yeah.
want on it,
yeah,
and I'll come up with like a simple design and just input.
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it should be
Yeah,
very
and we have-
straightforward.
And we have the.
We have it
layout of how
all,
we
yeah, we
want
have
it.
the layout of
Mhm.
what we wanted.
Okay. Okay, cool. What is that? Like just
It's
the,
like basically we want it to be like, this is your community board 9 business guide.
Mhm,
And then it'll be like, which corridor do you wanna search? And you could search
mhm,
by
mhm,
corridor,
mhm.
it'll be like 10 listed. And then when you click on, say Utica, it'll go like
to the-
type, and then you say bar and restaurant,
Okay,
bodega and grocery,
Uh-huh.
Food and drink, general services, business services, and then you could click on one of those,
Mhm.
and then it would bring you to an alphabetical list,
I mean,
That makes sense.
right?
Mhm, Yeah.
Just very like linear, easy,
Mhm.
like a 3-page per.
That
so
makes
I was
sense.
asking, so do you guys have that on the map already? Like Google map. So come get it all over.
But every time you click on a business, it already has the Google Map
Yeah,
thing
the-
here,
the-
so it'll just bring you right to
So-
it.
Mhm,
Like, can we link it?
mhm.
That's probably gonna take long.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was gonna say like linking once they click on, like they clicked on A or whatever, right? Like they're
Right.
in the A's, and then they say, you know, ABC store, and they click on that, right? ABC store is gonna have whatever you have
Because
in
it
the-
already has the Google, once you click on that, it brings you to the Google map of it. So say
Oh,
it brings
yeah.
you
Yeah.
to Bodega,
Yeah.
it'll be like Melanie Food Center, and then you
Okay.
click on it and it'll bring you to 410 Rogers Ave. Like, this is the Google listing right here. So the whole document has these.
It
Remember-
does.
Well, so I was gonna say,
Yeah.
what
Doesn't
information?
it?
If you click on the address, maybe.
I can.
Yeah, all the addresses are linked.
So I
But they into a
can.
map.
I can link this.
Yeah,
To like, you know, it needs a button or something, right? Like
Okay.
it needs
Like a
a
link.
whatever, like an icon
can
or
the name be the icon
Sure.
for that?
Sure,
Okay,
like, yeah,
great.
so,
Yeah.
and then you can
So
link,
it could
so,
say like Dunkin' Donuts, and if
Yeah.
you
so they
clicked
don't
it,
need individual pages, it's just under that
Yeah.
category.
yeah,
Category, blah, 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 blah,
Yeah.
blah, and then
Alphabetical.
and then they
and
do
then
their research, and
click
it'll bring
to
you,
whatever
yeah,
you have here for
Utica
the link,
Avenue.
yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool,
Mm-hmm.
great.
If you just give me the language of what you want for like the first page, you know,
Okay.
community
Okay.
board,
Let me
here's
talk
our,
to Dante about that.
give me your
Yeah.
language, and if you have any graphics you want me to include.
Okay,
Like if you have a community board logo that you want, or whatever, any kind of restrictions, or not even restrictions, but whatever visions you have for what color schemes you want me to
Okay.
like stay with, just send me that stuff, and then I
Yeah.
can,
okay, great.
I mean,
Amazing.
also,
Yes.
Okay. Okay, great,
it's really nice.
great, I mean, it seems pretty straightforward,
Yeah.
okay.
yeah,
And
okay.
you can teach us.
Yeah, exactly, and then, I mean, if we
Later on.
add to this,
Mhm.
it'll just be able to be added,
Yeah,
Yeah,
Literally.
yeah,
Wonderful.
So that's good,
Cool. Okay,
that's easier.
Okay, great. Okay, so that's finalizing the CV9 guide, and now let's talk about new business. Lisa, do you have a Utica update? Did you guys have a
Yes.
meeting?
We did have another meeting with Chase. It went well. It was a little more attended with different people. At that meeting, we tried to, Claudia tried to get a board for the Merchants Association. Nobody wanted to raise their hand. But we're working on some people to try to see if they'll raise their hand. Like, I'm not a merchant, I can't be on your board. Sorry.
Well, you could.
I need somebody else,
Yeah.
president and vice president, I could be a supporting role, not the leadership.
Yeah,
role.
yeah.
So, they're going to have another meeting, they're trying for monthly meetings. So we'll see when the next one is. Bridge Street did, organize a Utica Avenue, street clean from Atlantic to Empire for Saturday.
Oh,
That was on the
what?
NYPD? Did they work with the precinct on it?
This coming?
This coming on
Okay.
14th.
Oh, okay,
Um,
that was.
They got sanitation, they'll give you all of the supplies, whatever, I'll be out there. So let's see what happens, and it would be good if, well, it's
It's
not
a good way to
gonna
meet
happen.
people.
Yeah, to say,
Yeah.
see, remember me, I
Mhm.
came, I was talking to Claudia, it's like, you have to really keep going out there and make them see you, right? Even if they're not, ready yet, as long as they keep seeing you,
That's
they're like, okay, she's really committed, or the
Yeah.
organization is really, really committed, that maybe they'll change their mind.
And then what about the prospect of them moving more south? Like including Utica all the way down to Clarkson?
It wasn't discussed. At least not yet.
But the people who were at the meeting were from where on Utica?
From south of Eastern Parkway and north of Eastern Parkway,
Okay.
so, and we had one.
Past Empire?
I don't think so. There was someone on Schenectady who was there. He does, Tocalmos, Mexican. And every time we go to one of their meetings, they get food from one of the local businesses. So he stayed for the whole time, and he was excited. He said, "Can I join too?" So they're like, "Yeah, come on." So, small, we're inching. Hopefully, one of those months it will click and we'll get the right people
So-
to start
Very nice.
the Merchants Association.
So right now you're on a monthly schedule though?
Yes, because of Shakima and Chase. And Chase and Bridge Street, they're working together to provide monthly meetings, and the meetings are very interesting. All right, they talk about personal credit, you should have your personal credit at a good place so you can start your business. And they talk about different terminologies that businesses should know about and really give you resources to help you with your business. So I found it useful, even though I don't have a business, but I found it very interesting.
I mean, what is it here? Did they have like an office here, or Mission Association?
Bridge Street?
Where's Mission?
Bridge Street, you wanna?
Bridge Street is a nonprofit organization that helps the community in different ways, and one of the ways they're helping us is trying to get an Utica Avenue Merchants Association started. They did a community assessment and found that there were issues that might be well served by having a Merchants Association, and so we're trying. They've partnered with Chase Bank.
I remember the trust around.
And, right, at Utica and St. John and Lincoln, and partnered to try to see how they can help the businesses. It helps Chase, because they're saying, yeah, we're here to help you, and we're here on Utica as well.
Yeah.
You can be a part of the Merchants Association as well.
Yeah, the little corners are kind of sketchy. Oh, it's just man, maybe even close at nighttime.
Yeah, and that's one of the things, if, they're thinking that by having a merchants association, that they can try to work together to alleviate some of those issues,
Yeah,
right? Darkness,
yeah,
cause
it's
usually
yeah,
out here
yeah.
it's dark. For me, I find it dark
Yeah,
very
it's dark,
disconnected,
even for
and it's
me,
like, I don't understand.
It's just, I mean, as a man, when I walk by, you kind of guys going down.
Yeah, at night it's
It's
really dark.
very, and
So,
then those little tiny alleys on the corner, like, St. John's, it's
Yeah.
just,
yeah,
it's
it is
very-
dark. It is dark.
it's very sketchy, you know what I mean?
So, lighting is
Yeah.
a big, sanitation, right, trying to impress upon the business owners, yes, you should constantly try to go out and pick up garbage, but if they can't, if they can get together, we can, maybe afford, right, through dues or whatever, to have somebody come and do that for you. Outsource it, if possible, but just strengthen numbers, right? So.
How do you get the lights taken care of?
What about the
Well,
DOT?
I think it's a combination of, DOT,
Yeah.
right? To maybe assess whether the lighting that's there is not strong enough. Can they put other light poles? And then the businesses, maybe they can have like LED lights on at night also outside of their stores. And it, maybe will deter crime because it's lit now.
Could that be something that leaning on Chase to fund in support of, like, that's an additional cost for the business, and like, businesses don't have it at all. But
Yeah.
like, that's a great idea, but
Right.
it's like, how do you, I got Ring Alarm at the lounge through one of those grants, like,
Yes.
these are the sponsors,
Yes, and
like,
it
fill it
could
out.
be like, we can rely on Bridge Street to try to help to find funds and, Chase to figure out a way for businesses to afford it, right? So, yes, it is. But they know businesses don't have a lot of money, but, again, by themselves, definitely might not be happening, but maybe you check the numbers, you can lower the cost of goods and stuff like that, get something.
When are the monthly meetings that you're referring to? I'm just curious.
We don't have the next schedule yet, but it's been happening every month, once a month, at the Chase Bank on Utica and
Okay,
Lincoln.
okay. Yeah, I would love to know and go to one in the future too.
Sure.
Yeah.
When I get the next, posting, I'll send it to you, you can send it out to everybody. And they were really good meetings, Tina's very energized, and she always, brings a partner, talk about how he helps businesses.
Nice. All right. Kat, you wanna tell us what's going on over on Notion?
I spoke with also Bridge Street about what it would look like for Notion Avenue to have a merchant association, same thing, need 3 to 4 businesses. But then I spoke to Dante about it also, and he had mentioned that Friends of CB9 is like, what was I gonna say, like a dormant tree, basically. It's just sitting here and they haven't done anything with it, so I was gonna let them know, like, hey, what would it look like with Friends of CB9 and how that can help all businesses in the area instead of just focusing on Notion Ave, since Rogers is popping up with a whole bunch of new businesses as well, so it could be a way to like satisfy both of them within that strip. So yeah, that's what I did.
What's Friends of CB9?
A non-profit sector of CB9 where it's supposed to basically, the way I interpret it is it's a merchant association essentially. Like you can use it to apply for grants and get funding.
Yeah,
for
that way he
businesses
told
like
us
that.
last time, don't you,
Oh,
before
Yeah.
last year, see, he can get it through, OCB9. It's an easy way to get money than having
Okay.
that from
It's a
from the city.
nonprofit.
Yeah, so it's an NGO, and then we can have from donation, so.
And then what about the I Am Caribbean? Will they help you guys or? Or wanna do it separate from that?
I would do it separate from that with consistent crossover, since we already crossed over, like we just did the last community cleanup on Sunday. And Dante came to that one, which was really nice, a lot of good conversations and education opportunities happened. But yeah, I would most likely just keep it separate, cause, they're specific, but a lot of crossover for sure.
Yeah. Cool. We met as Flatbush New Merchants Association. And then we have another meeting on the 18th, at, Midwood Flats at 6 PM, if anybody wants to come. It's slow going, but we got lights up, so that's exciting. Yep. They actually got up for December 23rd. Last year they went up like the 20th and stayed till February. But they're up, and we were like, we would really like a tree lighting next year, and so they're gonna try to help us possibly do one at Parkside Plaza, we were thinking was like maybe a good big outdoor location where nothing happens, that's
Right by the
festive.
train station.
Yeah, right where that train station is, so we'll see, but that's what the merchants have said that they want for next year. And we also got posters up that the chamber paid for us, which were nice. They weren't like anything amazing, but they were like green posters that say like, shop Flatbush, eat local, drink local, love local, or something like that on Flatbush Avenue. So those like kind of started going up. We'll see if they, I guess, just turn into extra garbage on the street, or they help people to be like, oh yeah, I should. And that's pretty much it.
One other thing, there was somebody from, either Brooklyn Chamber of Commerce or small business working with Claudia, at that last meeting.
Nice. Do you remember their name?
It was over, she left early. I have the card,
Not Dina Rabner.
that doesn't sound,
Okay.
but I have the card, I'll let you know.
Yeah, actually Randy Cohen, Randy, what the heck is his last name? The guy who's the head of the chamber, he came to our last meeting, which was nice.
Jonathan Marvel?
No, Randy, the guy who who sends the emails that are like, Randy's, I don't remember, anyway. The like boss of all those other guys at the chamber was on our meeting last week and was like, you know, you have our support, yada, 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 so we'll see what happens.
Well, to add on to those posters, which I think
Yeah.
are great, like, is it possible, once we get this landing page up, to get like QR codes?
On
Like,
them?
one,
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, okay, good.
Like Dante could print us stickers, or he could just stick
Yeah,
them
so
on.
anyway, I
Okay,
can
great.
go on it.
Yeah. Because he has funds for like paper stuff, so printing stuff. So if we wanted to print stickers
That's
with
nice,
QR
yeah.
codes that said like shop,
Yeah,
And then
we
you
could do
can
that.
walk and say, can we put this on your,
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Yeah, I can put it on a subway, I exit.
Yeah, totally.
And
Somewhere else.
I've created that before, actually,
Okay,
because literally I was part of kind of my marketing strategy for my business, and so I actually know how to do like to create a QR code and have whatever like tagline there
great,
for people, and how to track it a little bit.
yeah,
So if we need help with that, I could do that. And I've basically just gone to FedEx before and just have them print on those sheets that are stickers.
yeah,
Right, and then
Yeah, you
just
just put it
glue.
on
Right,
yeah.
Right, well, I don't know if the
I
office
think
has
you
the
can,
capability
yeah.
here, but
They
yeah.
got like one of those massive printers,
Yes,
so,
Yeah, creating that,
Really good.
yeah, that'll be easy.
great,
That sounds cute.
good idea, we'll put them on all those posters.
Yeah, looks cute.
Okay, great. Any other corridor updates that anybody knows anything about?
This is my first meeting with you, so I'm just catching up, so.
Yeah,
Right, so.
good to see you.
Well done. Yeah, I'm happy you back.
Good. Are there other ways, I'm kind of stuck on like blasting, getting the word out? Because I would hate for all of this great
Yeah.
work to be done and people not know about it. You know how they have so many different like holiday market pop-up shops or whatever, like, are there opportunities or ways to get, you know, stacks at some of these markets where there are check-ins, right? Or, you know, where people sign in to go into these shop local events, like maybe it could be there on the table, or if there's a bag giveaway included, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's just like, I'm trying to think of, are there,
I mean, if you wanna do a QR, I mean, you can also do just by, for Bajinka side, Bajinka YC, it could be one time, somebody just put a sticker, just one time, somebody walk by, just give your phone to
yeah.
private.
But
also.
even with people showing up with the intentions of shopping local and supporting, if we could be a part of that too, you know what I mean? Cause I feel like that's our target,
Mm.
right? The people who care about
Right.
buying local. So if they're going to these local holiday events, it's like, how can we get in front of, that's
Yeah.
our target. Those people are being intentional, you know what I mean? So it's like, just trying to think through how we can, at some of the bigger ones, right? Like how we can get ourselves in there.
Yeah, that's
I'm
always
thinking a
the
little bit
question.
about,
Do we know of any events in CB9?
that's the thing, I
Like
know
they
of
have
a-
Yeah,
that
we
market
did
at the
one in
Brooklyn
May, right?
Museum, but it's not really.
it's not a good one, big one.
It's kind of big, but
It's kind of big. Are they still having it outside?
Yeah,
I think they do it inside now.
yeah,
Oh,
it's
inside.
Like, are they
where?
gonna let us put a stack of? Maybe.
May work.
But we
maybe
should
worth
definitely
ask.
bring them to the board meeting and stuff, so they can all have them.
Mhm,
Like,
mhm.
just give them, like, bring a stack of them, maybe Dante can print a stack of QR code things, so they can like take them and maybe possibly distribute them in their buildings or
Mhm,
something.
Right,
I don't know, I mean, anybody distributing it would be helpful.
yeah.
On the Merchants Association on Flatbush, we don't have an Instagram page or a website yet, cause we're like fighting over the name of what it's gonna be. So I don't know if you guys have something over on Notion, but it's like hard to. I don't know. I mean, I guess CB9 could blast it on their Instagram page. Yeah.
Into the weekly.
Oh yeah, do the email blast.
Yeah,
Yeah, good
emails.
point.
You should also, excuse me for interrupting, but you should also message like Assemblymember Cunningham, Senator Myrie, you know, Councilmember Joseph and
Could share
Councilmember
this
Hudson,
with
because they all have
Right.
weekly
Yeah,
newsletters
good
that they
idea.
send
Very
out.
good
Share
idea.
And they share on their social media too.
Yeah,
Mhm.
great. Yeah, maybe we can get like Councilmember Joseph to blast it, et cetera.
Yeah.
Okay, great. I can share the QR code once we get it done.
And
Yeah, and then you can use some,
Hudson.
bank, and
they send out mailings too.
Yeah,
Can
maybe they
include
could.
it in their mailing also?
yeah, we can share.
Yeah, we can ask. Yeah,
A lot
they
of cities
should.
no, but why not?
Yeah, right.
In- right?
All
That
those
would be
people who
way
don't
more
use, you know,
interesting of a
mail.
thing for their mailing to have, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah, and then they can say, oh, I have to use my phone.
Yeah,
Right.
Because it's harder to have it on the phone and then.
it is harder to have,
So,
yeah, you
if they
can't
have the
really.
mailing, they can just do it.
Yeah, good idea.
And they send regular mail.
Yeah, they do. Pretty often. They probably need information for it.
Yep.
Okay, great. I think we'll share it with them. Okay. Do we wanna talk about 2025? You guys wanna talk about 2025?
Next year.
Yeah, what we wanna do next year? Does that seem like too much to shove in our
I just
brains
came
right
back
now in
today to try
December?
to see where
What we
Just
what we
want to
talked
stay
about
on.
doing was a scavenger hunt like thing. And we didn't really talk about any details, but that was like
Okay, what
an
do you mean?
idea that we had
One
generated.
more thought
Yeah.
about the link local.
Oh, the link local, that's a good idea.
Sorry, it's happening through my mind. But I like the scavenger hunts for the spring.
Yeah, for the spring,
Yeah, maybe in April.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely, yes, yeah.
Yep, so.
That's for the business owners or
Well,
whoever,
we didn't
like-
even
Cause I was,
come up with any real concrete details, just
Okay.
like we wanted a way to generate excitement and business
Mhm.
and get people indoors they might not go into normally.
Yep.
I saw this thing, recently on TV about this lady who's giving out these little ducks, people are finding the little ducks. They also did that on a cruise, I never saw any duck, but people were finding all these ducks, these little kids were putting around.
Wasn't
And
it
people went crazy for it,
Mm.
I don't understand.
the red duck?
Is that kinda like the Pokemon thing?
Oh,
Like,
they're
they
white,
probably,
no,
you know?
the duck is for the sugar,
Little
but,
rubber duckies.
Yeah.
oh, yeah,
I
you
think
got,
I
you
saw
got the
that,
yellow
they were
one?
like all over New York City,
Yeah, the
right?
yellow one?
Yeah, but have something that, it's kinda like for the scavenger hunt, like, you know, you need to go into a CB9 store and,
Into the game.
whatever else we gotta say happens when they.
Yeah.
It's just fun, it's a game.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to, it's gonna take a while for us to
To think about it.
think
I
about
think
it.
I'm trying to live for.
Yeah, we have time,
Yeah.
but
Mhm.
just to get our like creative juices
Yeah.
going on like, cause I know I Am Caribbean had this like cool passport
Mhm.
and like, you know, you could get it like the
Canarsie too, in Canarsie, they had a passport.
yeah, they have one at the library too, where you could go to every branch of the library, and then if you collected all the stamps for every library, then you got put into this like raffle drawing, and then someone would win like something.
Right, cause I was gonna say, we gotta incentivize.
Definitely.
Yeah, so, okay.
I think
I
we
like
should like ask businesses to donate.
Yeah,
Something.
like small store, you have to give something like a free meal or like something for, yeah, we need to go to businesses.
Like if you, like, I would like everybody to be involved, but
And along those lines, like the passport thing just sparked this. Because initially I started thinking, okay, I'm like, okay, money and giving them access to blah, blah, blah. But then I'm like, okay, bingo card. Anybody could download, you make a bingo card.
that's a
Same
good
idea.
yeah, and you print
of
it
that.
out.
And you can easier to print, you know what I mean, where you don't have to go here, whatever, you can just print it, cause it could be everywhere, right, download here. And same idea of what, you know, what you're just talking about, but, and then who gets, the people who get bingo, you know,
Yeah,
up
yeah,
or
yeah.
down, across, you have some options,
Mhm.
right? Then you get to enter and to be, you know, enter into the raffle or whatever,
Yeah,
for a prize.
But you don't wanna make it too difficult,
Right,
Right.
right,
you wanna
give them some options.
You wanna make it doable, but
Yeah.
if they're gonna win something, you do wanna make it that they have to do something.
Yeah, we should do
Not that they have to,
something.
like,
Or
spend
we can
a
pay
lot.
for, I mean, like $1 to contribution, yeah, but you can buy a gift or for the, I mean, people, yeah, I mean, but you can also have some businesses who can give you like, I don't know, like a certificate, like for a store, or like $25 certificate. So some people $10, you can buy that certificate for $1 or $2. You get extra money there as well.
May I ask a question about bingo?
Mhm.
How would you verify that each person went to each business? Like, what would stop me from saying I went to all these businesses and I got the bingo across? How do you verify that, yes, this person did in fact go into these businesses?
Because we would have to establish, like,
You get
I mean,
BIM,
signature is boring, but like some sort of mark that they have
I
to,
understand.
from the business,
right, from the
business has to
yeah.
do it.
Just same idea with the passport stamp,
Yeah.
like it's like the same thing, but instead of on a passport booklet, they would get whatever is similar to a stamp
We're
Yeah.
going to do the thing like,
on the
chief,
card.
because it's when you BING or US.
There used to be this Find Waldo thing that the bookstore did, and you would have to go into like 10 different businesses and find Waldo, and he would be like hiding in the business. So it was basically like a kids thing, but then each business, once you found it, they would stamp your card. Like I would stamp it for my business with my business stamp that I had, but some people use stickers,
Yeah, I can stickers.
or they would like sign it or something. I think like a sticker might be a good way
Yeah.
to like handed them out to
Yeah.
people, so it was like
Yeah.
consistent.
Yes.
But I don't think people cheat on that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
I mean,
but-
maybe
You
as
would be
adults.
surprised at what people do if they think they can win something, or if they think something is in it, someone is gonna cheat.
Yeah.
So I can see it now, someone's like, oh, they'll go to the 99-cent store, they'll buy a little sticker, and they'll put it on,
No,
and
I
they'll
know.
make up a signature. People are crazy.
Yeah, I mean, we could use like special stickers.
Yeah, especially sticker.
Yeah.
For CB9 logo or something like something
Like that we like distributed.
Yeah. Yeah, some different colors.
We need to go with a secure.
Yeah, how to
stamp.
prevent
Yeah.
cheaters.
One changing colors.
I mean, I think like we should do like a, now that we have all this information and all the business names, like a blast out to people to be like, do you want to be involved? Is this something that you would want to be involved in the spring? Is this something that you would want to donate a prize to? Like maybe we could do like a blast to everyone that's
Yeah.
like
Over
to see like how
Yeah.
involved people want to be, or if they
Yeah,
just
how
don't want to
business
be
is.
involved at all. A lot of people won't want to be
How
involved.
I mean, you can ask first. If you don't ask, you don't
How
know.
would we get it to them?
Because, well, especially in Utica, a lot of the people don't have, they have email, but
They don't
But we don't
necessarily want to
check
share it.
yeah. So.
Yeah. I think
again,
we'd
it's
have to
gonna
go
be
like
manual,
door to door. We're gonna have to. Like in like January or February or something. And just like I mean, we're gonna have to get like a first round out to see if people are interested.
Depending on how many businesses are willing, they'll make it that much harder for people
Yeah.
to get something.
I mean, you just start earlier. Over time, eventually, we have
Right.
more. So you just come and then keep trying.
I mean, as we meet with our prospective, like, merchants and corridors, we can see if people are interested and try to, like, gather email addresses and stuff. Like, I don't know, when you're at, the I Am Caribbean meeting, maybe you could see if people are interested there, Kat. I could see if people are interested on Flatbush, but we are still gonna have to go and bring a flyer door to door, just so we don't miss people. Just drop it, like, we don't have to like have a whole conversation, like last time we had a whole conversation, that took a lot of time. Maybe we just like drop and go.
Hi, got a flyer.
Yeah.
Jump and go, or just put
Like just give it to the business owner, please.
Yeah. And it's gonna be the same with the shop local here.
Yeah,
Shop local, you know,
Yeah.
just quick one liner, here
Like-
you go, and leave.
yeah, or like pin it on a board or,
Yeah, can you put this up?
Yeah.
Thank you.
yeah. Because I saw people flying through the other day for some new business and they were fast. They had like flyers and they were moving, so if we do it like that, yeah. Bye. Like mask on. Bye. I'm just an intern. Okay, anything else that you guys wanna talk about?
The scavenger.
The scavenger hunt?
Oh, not for scavenger hunt. I thought you
Just
said
so,
2025.
for what you for 2025, are we set for that? For
I think so. For a scavenger
scavengers?
hunt?
That way you're going this year?
Yeah, for the spring. Yeah. Unless anybody is like, it seemed to be.
I think we probably
Thematically for the past
spring,
couple months
it's
we've been
beautiful
talking
outside with sun
Yeah.
coming out.
Yeah.
Like people want to be, something more beautiful. April, man, it's still, I don't know.
Yeah.
So it's about that vibe. It's just some
That's the
flowers
vibe.
blooming.
Totally.
That's nice.
Yeah.
It's fine.
My only other thing that I wanted to just
Yeah.
bring up about 2025, I just remember, how there was such a great momentum and start to how you ended last year.
Yeah.
With I think it was the luncheon.
Breakfast, yeah.
Right, or the breakfast. So, you know, I just wanted to see, I guess, if that's something that would be good for 2025, you know,
The breakfast again?
right, or whatever, because I think that breakfast was a hard time, or so, I don't know, happy hour, or whatever form to
Oh,
further develop it, you know. I think, you know, continuing that and trying to expand.
Well, I think the scavenger hunt would be the
Would be
like
that.
go out with a bang, cause
Yeah,
we
we
end,
love fun,
June is our last month, and then July and August we're off.
Yeah.
But we could do it. I think a happy hour would be a good idea to do from now until then, possibly. Like, that we could get CB9 to like help us blast out to business owners and find somewhere. Maybe we could talk about that in January and do it like maybe March-ish.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that didn't take as much time.
Yeah, that
No.
shouldn't take that much
No,
time.
that would be more fun also to do.
Yeah.
You can be more entertained.
You have thoughts, Kat. You have
No.
thoughts. I see you.
I think it's fun. It's gonna be more. I mean, it's gonna be more. Yes, sexier. It's better from that. I mean, we did a bit from last year, but it was different morning time. I mean, did that one be like morning time or for afternoon? Yeah, there.
I mean, unless you drink in the morning, I think it should be in the afternoon.
I don't up to 12. Morning 12 or 1 p.m.
We did
What
say
morning for you?
that
Just
we
12 or
were
1 p.m.
It's true, it's true.
Yeah, after 12 is okay.
Yeah.
to do something at a different time.
Right.
Yeah.
To make sure that other people who couldn't do mornings
Yeah,
could do
yeah.
something at
Yeah.
a different time.
Exactly. And yeah, I just remember you guys, you know, felt like it was good for them to get together and
Yeah.
like have that,
It was good
you know,
It was.
right, which is, because I feel like it's a different vibe from.
Yeah, totally,
Yeah,
because this
yeah.
is more for like
Yeah.
people in
Yeah,
the
just have
neighborhood to
fun,
go
yeah.
to the businesses, yeah.
That was nice.
Let's hear it.
Nothing to share.
Okay.
I know you're not shy.
Any other business you guys wanna talk about? There was one other thing I just wanted to mention, I can't remember the exact address, but apparently there's a new build happening and they were trying, it came up at last month's meeting, at the executive meeting, and Suki was telling us it's somewhere like near Empire, Sterling, that kind of area. Anyway, a building wants to go in and they have like a huge amount of retail space on the bottom floor, something like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
there
that was
was,
zoning thing. That was
Yeah.
zoning.
it was right next to the McDonald's.
right,
Yeah, it's commercial and retail in the back.
right.
It was a pretty design, but there was so much opposition to it.
So when they
Yeah, good.
came up, they suggested, oh, well, we'll put a grocery store in and then maybe something like Burlington Coat Factory in the back. And Burlington Coat Factory is the #1 shoplifted place on Flatbush, and I think in all of Brooklyn. We don't want that. So I was like, we don't want fucking Burlington Coat Factory. And like, what kind of grocery store are we talking about here? Like, and so they thought that us,
Across the street?
Yes.
yes,
And Lidl coming down, a
There's-
couple of
right,
streets down or
right.
something like that.
and so they suggested that we, as the Economic Development Committee, suggest to these developers, we don't want Burlington Coat Factory, we would prefer X, Y, or Z, and give them some options. So maybe they'll be like, if we at least give them some feedback, maybe it'll help us get what we want.
Could we, so I got poached by 2 developers in Bushwick about them offering the upfront fees for a build out and the first 6 months rent, like, they will cover it. If they would offer that to 3 small businesses, if it's really good, maybe like 5. I don't know
It's
how big it
huge,
is.
it's like 200,000 square feet or
Oh,
something.
yeah.
I wish I would, I threw
It's
out
like
the
a
stuff.
ginormous grocery store
It was-
and in a ginormous,
Yes,
which
it
they
was
should
like
split up, I
Department store or
agree.
something like
Yeah,
that.
but
It was a
they-
nice looking place.
Mhm.
I gotta admit, it was, the bottom, the basement, the first floor and the second floor, that was all for commercial.
3 floors.
3 floors of commercial. And then there was retail, residential all on up and the back. But they couldn't, give any information about the affordability, things like that. They were
Of
like
course.
ahead of themselves, in that. But
That's the most
a
important.
lot of the residents, who were at the meeting were like, we have like 5 other developments going up, we need it.
Right.
And no more, housing
Right.
here.
So
Cause it's a,
very
it's a-
dense,
right, cause
couple
it's a,
blocks.
they were trying to get a variance because it was commercial and retail, because it's only on a retail, on a commercial side. But they were trying to do the numbers to,
Where is this location that they're looking at?
Empire and,
right next to McDonald's.
yeah,
Do you know
whatever
where
that small
McDonald's is on
block is.
Empire, like near where Washington Ave
Okay.
forks off?
Gotcha. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think Burger
It-
King
it's-
also,
it's Checkers.
yeah,
McDonald's.
yeah.
And then across
And
the
a
street from
Dunkin'
McDonald's is
Donuts.
where they want to do, there was a laundromat there, right now it's like a 1-story
Yeah,
commercial
nothing.
block.
Just, yeah.
And they wanted that lot, because it's like a weird shaped lot
yeah,
that they were trying to build on, so, and they couldn't do commercial on the back end, they can, cause the way it's zoned.
What, and you guys said Lidl is coming, and what else? What was the
Oh,
other?
Western Beef is
there's
already
Western
across the
Beef
street,
right there,
literally
but like
across the
how, yeah, I wonder how long that
With
Western
parking.
Beef is gonna be there. What a crazy property.
So,
There's gonna be a tower in that
Place, yeah.
and it wasn't,
eventually.
it wasn't,
You're right.
it was
There's no
tall,
way
but
that's
not
gonna be
very
there
tall.
forever, like huge parking lot,
You know how many
it's gonna
floors
cover
they're
that
waiting
whole
for?
parking lot, yeah.
I think
I'm down with, let's give feedback and offer, you know, what we
Yeah,
want.
so we should figure out how we wanna do that. Do we
Um,
wanna survey people, or do we just wanna like think of what we think is best for the community? I mean, it's the whole project to survey, and
When's the,
whatever,
do they
but-
want it by or need it by?
I don't know.
can they reshare or point us to the information again?
Yeah,
For
let me
that lot?
get it and send it to
Yeah,
you guys.
it's probably somewhere, but they can point us to it.
Yeah, okay, let me get it again.
Cause I had a hard copy and I said, I'm not being able
I had it I
It
had
was
the
really
link
long,
to
right?
it
It was a big-
somewhere. I saw it only online,
Oh,
and
okay.
when they first proposed it, and that was so long ago, and now it's
Oh,
like that. Well, like 6 months ago. That's all. Okay. So let me find out when they need it and the link to all the information. I'll send it to you guys. It's an Empire. The address is
It's on
Empire, right?
Empire, yeah.
Okay.
933 or something like that.
Something like that. Okay. Okay, do we have anything else that we need to talk about? So next month, we'll talk about more about the scavenger hunt and about the happy hour and about the Empire development stuff and then all the corridor information. Anything else we need to, do the Utica people wanna come back, like,
Well, Claudia wants to come back. I gave her the information.
Okay.
For this meeting, cause sometimes the meetings come
Yeah.
out. So I did tell her, but maybe she could.
okay, we'll invite her for next meeting if she wants to come. Cool.
And for the shop small list, just keep us informed.
I
how it's
will.
going and when we can pick up stuff.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
In the meantime.
Yeah, I'll definitely, so, you know, my goal will be, I know, cause y'all be doing ASAP, so my goal really is gonna be end of day Monday for the website, and also the QR.
I think Dante can even do the QR code.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
because
And
he's done it for us before on something.
I'll try to get to you earlier so
Okay.
that you can review and give me
Cool.
feedback, but like I'm trying to do Monday as the like, okay, everything's addressed and go live.
Okay, so tomorrow I'll email you and Dante,
Mhm.
make sure you have the link to this file and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah, whatever, whatever language and what colors,
Yeah, he has like all that
stuff.
graphic
Yeah.
stuff, yeah.
Mhm.
Like, there's like shields and
Since the, yeah.
stuff, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Great, guys. Thanks, everybody.
So good to see
Happy
you.
holidays.
Oh, y'all is like, Thanksgiving or Christmas?
All of them, we're done.
Oh, yeah, but that changed.
All the holidays.
Yeah.
Very happy everything.
That's right.